Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. Today we are going to be getting my budget ready for the month of September. I have a few things that I typically do in this video. One is add in all of my cash planning printables that I do. I also need to set up my monthly calendar and identify which of my different bills are going on which pay. Actually, I think that's it. So really just those two things. I'm going to start off just by putting in all of my printables. So the first one I like to put in here is my cash planning. I only have two pays in September. So I just have the two back to back for cash planning. And that's really where I determine all of the extra cash that I have after my bills are designated, which envelopes are they going to be going into. I also add in a sinking fund tracker, and so these have the same categories, but it's really just to keep track of the money that I am putting into each of my envelopes and their balance. So I have just the two, so for each pay in September. The other thing I put in is my cash expenses tracker. And so these sheets, I have two double-sided sheets printed off, and that's to keep track of all of my spending in September. So I can then have a look at my monthly expenses review, which is my final printable. And what I do with this is really go through and look at what I budgeted for each of these categories, what I actually spent, and then the difference. And then I have this notes page here just to talk about where I took the money out, or if I went further into debt, or if I was on track. So just kind of like notes on telling the story of what happened in my review. So those are all the printables that I use in my budgeting. I'm now going to switch over to my vertical planner, and specifically the monthly. I'm going to take these pages out. I find it easier to write down all my bills in here out of the way. I am going to do something a little bit different. Normally I use stickers when I'm going through this, but I think what I've decided to do is actually use markers. So I have all of the, oh, sorry, I hit the camera there, apologies. I have all these really great markers that I never seem to use. So I have two pays. And so what I need to decide is what colors I want to use. I am a huge purple fan, so I love the look of these. These are fantastic. And so I just want something else that kind of matches them, but is a little bit different. Maybe this one. Yeah, okay, I like those three colors. So, like I said, I have two pays in September, but I do have expenses that bleed into the previous one, the previous month's final pay. So I just want to differentiate what that looks like. So as you can see on this paper, I have everything split up. And so these three bills right here are the ones that go with my previous pay. So they are going to be, I think I'm going to use the green for them. And what I'm going to do is, sorry, and these are the first. So, oh, that is, I'm going to put one line there. Jim is next. And then the 10th is another one. So we'll do taxes. Wednesday is Jim. NRESP. So I've never done this before. That seems really tiny. I think I might move it around for the next set. Now, the next group I have, I'm going to use the purple. And so I get paid on the 12th. So that's why we're switching to a different color. And what the different colors does is it just allows me to have an easily visible way of seeing when the bills move around to different pays. So when I do my cash planning for the pay of the 12th, I know that all of these bills have to come out of that pay before I can even look at the cash that I'm using. And so the 12th has quite a few things. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 4 lines. I'm going to start at the bottom this time. 2, 3, 4. The 15th just has the bank. 17th has the gym. 22nd has internet and insurance. And the 25th has Medtronic and heating. Okay, so that's this one. Apologies for my left-handedness. I find it so much easier. And this is actually garbage. Water and garbage. It's run by the town that I live in. LOC is line of credit. I actually split up my credit card payments in between my pays, just so that it's not all coming out at one time. The 15th is bank fees. Gym. Definitely need a steadier hand next time I do those lines. And this is Medtronic and heating. Okay, and then finally we are going to use this lovely coral color for the 26th and 30th. So the 26th is my other pay of that month. So we've got those same 4 bills. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 30th has 2. Electricity. Apparently I can't spell today. There we go. So pretty simple. I am going to decorate this a little more just because it is a little plain, but I'll be using these colors. Actually, I wonder if I have washi tape that matches these. Definitely have the purple, and I probably could use, it's more of a pinky. You know what? I haven't, this actually has quite a few of those colors. I'm going to try using this just to give it a little bit of something. I am not good at drawing. So, but actually the other thing that I also do is do my budgeting goals for the month. So I do that on here. So I am going to make I'm going to put this right across the top. Just going to use my X-Acto knives. To cut out around September. There we go. We're going to cut this. There we go. Oh, that is lovely. Nice and bright, but super simple, and just gives me a little bit of extra. I think I am going to use this one just to give a little outline right here. Oh, actually, that's not going to work. I think I might go and use one of Mojo Jojo's black boxes. There we go. I think we can use one of these big long ones. And then what I'm going to do is for each goal, I'm actually going to highlight in one of those colors. Again, just to give a little bit of visual color. I think that's straight. It actually isn't too bad. Okay, we're going to keep that going. Okay, so my goals for the month, so September is a tough month for me financially because not only do we have school and a whole bunch of fees that get added in here, but we also have, hockey starting. And so my kids are in like evaluations, but teams should be made towards the end of the month. And so I need to make sure that for these two pays in particular, I'm putting down large amounts into my kid envelope for those school fees and for cash calls. So that is going to be number one. So dedicate large amounts in my budget to kid envelope. And number two, I still am quite new to doing to writing down my expenses. And so I think what my second one is going to be is just continue tracking expenses. I have found it really, really interesting. I know I only did one video for, I think it was my June expenses. I did actually look at my July, my July expenses. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what page it's on though. Oh, it is this one. So I did go over budget in here, but it was super, super useful for me. So definitely need to, continue this because, well, I'm getting better. Did I take out my June? I did. Okay. I took out my June from here. But I'm definitely spending less. The themes are kind of the same for where I'm spending more money. So I definitely need to look at that, but especially now, I haven't done my August review yet. So I will be doing that later on. And I will try and film that one, but, just finding it really helpful because it keeps me on track. And then my third financial goal, this one's hard. God, there's so many things I could choose from. I think I'm gonna keep doing the oldie that still is hard for me, but stay away from debit. That is a hard one for me. I do typically then take it out of my cash envelopes and put the money back in my account, but it has the opportunity for me to forget. And then I don't have enough money in my account to pay my bills. Which is a pretty big issue. So I just want to keep that top of mind. So we are going to add a little bit of color. I think I'm going to mix these up a little bit. I'm going to use purple first. Just that. And then we will do the peachy or coral color. And then finally the green. Just to keep it fun and colorful. But again, it really just highlights the fact that they are distinct and separate, just like my bills for my pays are distinct and separate. So that is my process that I go through every month just to make sure that I am doing what I need to do. What is that, September? So we are gonna put that back in. And then this way, now when I do my planning for September 12th and September 26th, I know exactly what bills I need to pay attention to and how much money I will be able to have. I know I don't rate it on here. I do it at a later time. But I'm keeping some privacy, especially considering that I share the expenses and I share all the other things. The bills and the income are private. But that is my plan. So I've got my monthly, and all of that things. I've got my printables, that I use in my cash planning, and then my monthly review, as well as writing down my expenses. And that's it. It's pretty simple, nothing too crazy in there. But I find it's been working really, really great. I would love to hear about what you guys use in your budgeting processes. I know there's a ton of really great books out there that have some of these things already in them. I'm just cheap and I don't want to buy them. And so I just kind of make my own with what works for me. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And as always, comments are welcome. Thanks, everyone.